Hello students, welcome to my English class. So today's topic is the past tense. So children, in last video I taught you the present tense. Now we will learn about past tense. We know about the three types of tenses that are used in English grammar, namely past tense, present tense and future tense. Each of these tenses is actually verb that are used to indicate the occurrence of an event or action at a particular time. Today, let us learn and understand more about the past tense and its different types. As we can understand, from the name past tense, verbs are used to indicate an action, event or condition that has happened in the past. Each tense has four aspects that talks about the completion of the event or action, and based on that we have four types of past tense verbs. First is simple past tense, second past continuous tense, third past perfect tense, fourth is past perfect continuous tense. Simple past tense. The simple past tense is used to indicate or describe something that happened or existed in the past. The situation or conditions to use a simple past tense is to describe an action, event or condition that occurred in the past or at a specific time. Refer or describe an action that has been completed and there is no time mentioned. To describe an action or occurrence of an event that is done repeatedly or regularly. To describe a state of mind in the past or a feeling that was felt in the past. To refer to someone who has died. To describe events that have occurred in quick succession in the past. So that was all about simple past tense. Or in short, we can say that simple past tense talks about the happenings of past. Now, let us know how to formulate the simple past tense verb. To formulate the simple past tense verb, we add ed for verbs ending in e, we add d, and however, there are some simple past tense verb such as cut, put, set, etc., which remain the same in the present tense and the past tense. Or in other words, children, we can come to know that simple past tense always uses the second form of verb. For example, he worked at the cheesecake factory. I often brought my lunch to school. Let's proceed. The second type is past continuous tense. Past continuous tense is used to indicate an ongoing event in the past. As I had already taught you for present tense that continuous tense is actually indicative of the ongoing event, whether it is in past or present. If it is a present continuous, then the time is present, or if it is the past continuous, then the event is in past. Other conditions where past continuous tense is used are to show that someone is in the middle of an action. Example, I was calling him when he came home. Is used to describe an action taking place when another occurred. Example, while they were painting the door, I was painting the windows. For an action that was taking place in the past when an interrupted action happened. For example, while he was working on his laptop, he fell asleep. Now, how to formulate the past continuous tense? Past continuous tense is formed using the past tense of verb to be was or were and the present participle verb ending in ing. These two tenses can be used together to indicate that an action happened while another was in progress. Past perfect tense. The past perfect tense in a sentence or conversation describes an event that happened in the past before another event is in simple past tense was completed in the past. The situation where a past perfect tense is used are to indicate an event that has occurred and been completed in the past. Example, Minu had borrowed money from the bank to buy her new car. Describes an event or action which happened before a definite time in the past. For example, we had cleaned up the terrace before the watchman arrived. To describe an action that happened in the past before another action took place. For example, we had reached their house after the dinner was over. Past perfect tense is also used to describe a state. For example, their wives had become good friends at the wedding. A very important use of past perfect tense is that it is used to clarify which event happened earlier when two actions were completed in the past. For example, I had read those books that you brought for me. Let's proceed. So now let us learn how to formulate the past perfect tense. The past perfect tense is formed with the past tense of the auxiliary verb have, that is had, and the past participle of the main verb. Or in other words, you can say subject plus had plus third form of verb. Now the last kind is past perfect continuous tense. This tense is used to describe actions that were going on in the past up until another action in the past happened. They are often used in the following situation. For an action that has occurred over a period of time having begun in the past, to describe an action which started and finished in the past before another past action. It is also regularly used in the reported speech where the present perfect continuous tense becomes past perfect continuous tense. Unlike the past continuous and past perfect tenses, past perfect continuous tense is not used to indicate state or state of mind or feeling. Examples, I had been studying. It had been raining hard for several hours and the streets got flooded. If it had not been raining, we would have gone to the park. So these are the examples through which we can understand well what is past perfect continuous. So let us learn how to formulate the past perfect continuous tense. This tense is formed with the past perfect tense of the verb to be which is had been and the present participle of the verb, that is ing. Or in other words, you can say first we'll keep subject, then had been, then the first form of verb, then the ing. We have to add ing with the first form of verb. For example, she had been studying since morning. Now here children, we need to learn about that the difference between the past continuous and the past perfect continuous tense. Right? Past continuous says the current happening. It talks about the current happening in the past, whereas past perfect continuous tense shows that the action which has started in the past is still continued in the present. So, it had been. She had been studying since morning. Now, the use of since and for is also necessary to learn. Since is used for the point of time, whereas for is used for the period of time. Clear? Hopefully, I explained and covered all the areas of past tense. So thank you for watching the video.